you guys for joining me for another episode. This is day 2 of the Day in the Life series in the cardio block. If you haven't seen episode 1 or day 1, go check it out right now before you check out this video. These videos will be a continuation. It'll be a 5-part series of every single day in a typical week in the life of a medical student. So day 2, we're getting into a lot more application of knowledge. If you watch day 1, you see that it's just a lot of kind of grinding the information, learning more about what we're learning in this block. And day 2 is when we first get to start to apply that information. So it's really exciting. We have labs today, CBL today, another lecture later tonight. We're gonna get started here now, and thank you for joining me again. Day 2, and let's get started. Alright, so the beginning of the morning is pretty much the same, just kind of setting up for the day and scheduling out my day based on blocks. First thing I got going on is just some Anki and then prepping for class. I have that 8 a.m. class today where we're doing anatomy, kind of just going through thoracic imaging, so imaging of the chest area through CT scans, kind of getting more familiar with that and how we can use that to diagnose different diseases of the heart. So I actually want to really attend that. I usually watch those at a later date, but I actually want to attend it live to kind of see what's going on and what questions I could ask. And then we have CBL after that. But I think I'm going to actually head to campus right now because I think it will allow me to just focus in. I have to go to campus anyway for CBL later. So I think I'm just going to head to campus. It's about 6 o'clock right now, and then we're going to just grind it out until class at 8. So let's go. So I made it about halfway to my school just to realize that I wasn't wearing a mask. So I had to come back and grab one. But yeah, super peaceful in the morning. I love it. It's probably one of the best things about waking up early is just you can kind of center yourself, be at peace with your mind, and then tackle the day. So we're gonna get going, almost at school. And yeah, we're gonna get started on some Anki probably, and then prep for that that anatomy lecture.
Then you come into the arteries, then you come into the airway, and then finally your esophagus is the most posterior structure. So,
all right, so just finished up with that session. It went from 8 to 10. So right now it's about 10 a.m. and we're about to head to our case-based learning case, but just a reflection on that session. It was pretty good. We went through a bunch of different chest x-rays, different cross sections of chest CT scans, just to see the normal structures, see what we could identify, and also see what different diseases of the chest look like and diseases of the heart look like when we see them on imaging. So good practice, and I'm definitely gonna have to review that going forward, but it was good to get this like initial practice through here. So now we're gonna go over to CBL, actually just upstairs in this building, and then I will check in with you guys after that and let you guys know how it goes. So stay tuned. All right, so it's been some time since we last spoke. It's about 3:30 right now, and I'm about to go into previewing my lectures for tomorrow. We have 2 lectures, one on congestive heart failure and cardiomyopathy, so just basically disease to cardiac muscle, so heart muscle diseases. And we also have a farm lecture on congestive heart failure. So our case actually today, CBL case, I didn't get to speak about that earlier, but my CBL case today was actually on congestive heart failure. An older patient had come in, she had a history of hypertension or high blood pressure. She was having some issues with shortness of breath. And then as we had looked on her, different scans, her labs. From that, we were able to come up with a differential diagnosis of a bunch of different things, and then eventually came up with the diagnosis of congestive heart failure. So basically, her heart could not pump oxygen and blood to her body that she needed, which was causing her to have different symptoms that she presented with, which would be like the shortness of breath. She had some swelling in her legs, which could be a result of just pretty much things backing up in your circulatory system because of the ability of the heart to pump blood properly. So pretty cool case, learned a lot. So now we kind of are moving on to the next thing, which is previewing lectures for tomorrow, getting to learn a little bit more about that disease and how we can treat it. All right, so just a little insight on how I preview my lectures. We basically get these lecture notes beforehand, like the weekend before. And what I do is go through, let's say this is like, 10, 14 pages of actual, notes. And we also get the lecture slides as well. So what I'll do is just go through it on my iPad. I have OneNote here on my iPad, and I'll just write things in the margins and kind of put things into diagrams and ideas just like that. I can show you a quick example of something I did for a different one. But yeah, essentially just summarizing information, putting things into diagrams where I can understand it a little bit better, so that when I get into the lecture the next day, I can have an idea of where I want to put things in my mind, and it just makes it a little bit more conceptual for me to understand. So that's how I pretty much preview lectures, and I'm going to get into doing those right now for my two lectures here, my clinical medicine and my pharm lecture. All right, so it's about 5:50 p.m. right now. I think I'm going to call it for the vlog. I have about 10 minutes to grab something to eat really quick and then head off to my discussion for my race and medicine course. And that's pretty much it for the rest of today. I have a long day tomorrow. So if you're watching this in the present, that'll be next week. I have about 5 lectures for this Wednesday, and it should be action-packed. And then if you're watching this in the future though, make sure you go check out that 3rd episode. I'll link it in this video here. And make sure you check out all 5 of my episodes for this Week in the Life, Day in the Life, Week in the Life series. You're not going to want to miss it. If you do like this type of video, if you do like these videos, you want more of these videos from me, make sure you give this video a like. It really lets me know that you guys enjoy this type of content. And also leave a comment down below and let me know what you guys enjoyed from my videos. Be sure to subscribe if you're new. More videos coming every single week. Thank you guys again for watching, and let's get it.